Hello. Today we're gonna be cooking beans. I have soaked them overnight. That process is very important for you to get the right consistency. It's about 250 grams to 300. It all depends on the size of your family. So I used about 250 grams, and 3 grated tomatoes, and I got 1 small chopped onions, and I got a bit of parsley and a bit of coriander, and then I got about tablespoon tomato puree, and I got teaspoon of paprika, sweet paprika, and half a teaspoon pepper, half a teaspoon ginger, dried ginger, and about a teaspoon turmeric, and I got half a teaspoon harissa. This is you use that by choice. If you haven't got it, or if you haven't got paste, you can use powder. If you haven't got powder, you can just leave it. And then we got five cloves of garlic, right? And then we got sweet pepper. It's like, I don't know, you find it in supermarket. This is like just give it like flavoring. It's not spicy, but it's just for the flavoring. And olives and lemons, right? This is not very important. You can just add it as a choice, or you can add either one of them, which one of you got. And then we got one piece of bone with a little bit of meat in there. But for the vegans or vegetarian, they can go without. They don't have to use it. Right. So now we're gonna be starting our process. We will need a tablespoon. We're gonna add some oil, about a tablespoon of oil. You can either use the vegetable oil or mixed with olive oil. I prefer this vegetable oil when I cook it, but it's a choice again. Now we're gonna add the onion first. Then we're gonna add our tomatoes. Three grated tomatoes. And we're gonna add a piece of the bone with a little bit of meat in there. Right, we're gonna leave everything to boil. So what we can do, we give it about, I would say, about 10 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes to boil together with the bone. Just forgot to mention, we're using for this food, to cook the beans, we're using the pressure cooker. Got this pressure cooker. I bought it off eBay, but you know, there's different pressure cookers, but it's all the same method. Right, I'm gonna be seeing you after 10 minutes to add more stuff to our dish. Right, after our 7 to 10 minutes, as you can see, the onions and tomatoes are almost cooked. So what we can do now, we're gonna be adding our beans. Oops, I forgot my gloves. Let me just put my gloves in. Right, basically once we put our beans in, you can add the rest of the ingredients, and then add our water, and then we just leave it to cook. We give it about from 40 minutes, about 40 minutes. It all depends on the beans, to be honest with you, but yeah, it's dead in about 40 minutes to 50 minutes. And then yeah, so what we can do now, we're gonna add our cloves, our cloves of garlic, like I've mentioned before, about 5 of them. And then the last one. Right, and then we got our spices, sweet paprika, ginger, pepper, a little bit of harissa if you got it. If you haven't, you can do it without, and then some turmeric. Right, put everything in, and then we add our coriander and parsley. And then we just stir everything, give it a nice mix so all the spices will go in. As you can see, the color's getting beautiful already with all the spices. I forgot to mention, with the salt, we don't usually add salt until the end, until it's cooked, but I'm gonna add just a little tiny bit. It's a choice, just a little bit, because I have added meat. So if you're not using no meat, no bone, you just like basically add the salt right at the end once it's cooked. Right, so we got a nice mix in there. So now we're gonna go ahead straight away and add our water. We'll make sure add enough water for it to cook. Oops, I forgot this as well. Tomato paste. Just mix it all in. This is quite a simple dish, to be honest with you, and it turns out really delicious, nice. With the spicing, it all depends on people. You know, some people like spicy food. You can add your little bit chili, just a little tiny bit with your spicing, but I don't really like chili food. So right, so now we're gonna add our water. I would probably say you add about, let me just double check it, I would say about 1 liter to 1.5 liter. But basically until your beans is covered. Right? So now, so once it's covered, because we still gotta have some water from the beans itself once it start cooking. So as you can see, give it a nice mix. Right, so what we can do now, sorry Mariam, what we can do, add a little bit more water just to be on the safe side because I don't want it to burn. Yeah, that's fine. So basically until it's all covered, yeah, and then we lock it, lock our pressure cooker, right, and then put a bit of gas. The gas is about medium, alright? So we got these as well. Our last ingredients, this will be adding right at the end, once it's cooked, yeah, after the 40 minutes, 45 minutes, we open a pressure cooker, straight away we add these because it cooks really quick. So we give it another 10 minutes without locking it, just give it nice quick boil, and it's gonna be ready. So we will see you after the food's got ready. So like I said before, 45 to 50 minutes, we'll check it. Right, I have released the steam. Let's go and double check it if it's cooked. Right, I'm just gonna add some salt like I've mentioned before. We add it right at the end, and now we're gonna check if it's yeah, it's fine. Beautiful color. Now we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients: olives, lemon, and the chili. Yeah. Right. What we do is give it a little stir and let it cook away. Just add a little bit more salt. The salt, it all depends on the taste. You can add less, more, but the trick is you add the salt right at the end, because the reason is when you add it at the end, it can get into the beans, but at the beginning it won't be able to because the beans are sealed and hard. That's why it's best to add it right at the end. So now what we're gonna do, actually I'm gonna add a little bit more water because I like my beans a little bit water, just a little tiny bit, and just let it cook nicely for about 10 minutes until the chili and the pepper and our lemon's cooked. So I'll give it about 10 minutes. Right, this is our beans dish. Now it's ready. That's how it's supposed to look like. Got that bread as well. You can eat it with any kind of bread. Alright guys, I really hope you like this. Please subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up, and if you got any questions, just write it down below and I'm gonna try my best to get back to you. Thank you. Bye.